This time on Nugget Garage, we get into Scott's truck. Well, now what? Get some tools and do some work, I suppose, shouldn't we?
Yeah, better get my ass off the engine, I guess.
Alright, this is Scott's 1988 Mazda E2200 work truck. It was originally a 4-cylinder diesel. The injector pump kind of finally died after we'd thrown a turbo on it and sent it. It was a bit cheaper to do an engine conversion on it than it was to replace the injector pump, so it ended up getting a Toyota 1UZ quad cam V8 from a Toyota Sora and A340 Auto and China GT35 turbo that came out of a bin somewhere. So with the 1UZ, so far down the quarter mile, this truck's gone a best of 1150, but it's run out of legs at about the halfway mark due to the diff gears and the fact that it's got tiny little dual 12-inch wheels on the back, which lets it go nowhere. These things don't really rev over about 6,000 RPM. We're going to do some Cometic head gaskets and ARP head studs. We'll probably put a bit more boost into it, change the back wheels. The gearbox is giving us a bit of hard time at the moment, so we'll end up changing that out for another standard box and just put the same manual valve body in it.
Alright, so the plan is we're going to pull the motor out. One of the main reasons for that is it's pretty much impossible to get the cylinder heads off in place. The engine in the truck's been in there for probably 3 years now. It was straight out of a front cut. As a result, it started to leak oil. All the seals are starting to go hard. So we've got to put some new cam seals, cam cover gasket seals in it. While we've got the heads off, to save time, mate of mine, Kip, he's gone and put a set of valve springs, I think they're competition springs, out of another engine that we built a while ago. And he's fully set these heads up ready to go so we can just put them straight on. Otherwise we'd spend 3 episodes trying to install 32 valve springs. Not fun to watch. While it's apart, we're going to put some second-hand ARP head studs in it, Cometic head gaskets, and just for shits and giggles, we're going to ditch the Autometer catalogue that's in there now and put a second-hand race pack in it. So here we go. Okay, everything still seems to be in place under here. I haven't seen it for a while. Obviously it's getting a bit weathered in places. My rust collection is increasing. Procedure for taking this thing apart is probably exhaust first, turbo manifolds, intercooler, take the gearbox off the engine, then pretty much bolt an engine stand to the engine, disconnect all the accessories and then just pick the truck up off the engine.
How come there's a nitrous solenoid up there?
Well, this truck runs an old EMS 4424 Stinger, and at the time I didn't think it could do boost control. Since found out that it can, so we'll change that. But basically this has a preset bleed, and when I pull the squirter, I think it is, knob on the steering column, it's like a push to pass sort of button. Adds a couple of pounds of boost. Seemed to work okay, but gonna have to change it this time. Alright, so this contraption here is what we like to call a screamer dog. It's only really got a 3-inch exhaust system on this truck. Still keeps it relatively quiet when the gate's open, but obviously that's exhaust. The exhaust doesn't have to flow, so 3-inch exhaust system we can make go a bit further than normal.
What's going on here? There's a lot of welds there.
Yeah, well, obviously I was lazy when I built this and didn't make this piece unbolt. So these are kind of like history lines, I guess. It's been out 3 times, obviously. We're about to make a 4th.
Don't put it in the same spot though, eh?
No. I think this white pipe's got a leak in here somewhere too. We're gonna have to fix.
Because
tin wall steel. So
Nugget garage.
yeah, why not? It's worked. Worked for 3 years. Funnily enough, never had a leak. It's not stupid. Mess. I better clean it up with these Skid Factory coattails. That's better. Bloke named Jesse Ferguson hooked me up with his tail shaft. It was the right length first time, so I'm guessing probably his dad made it. That'll learn him. That shouldn't happen.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, pretty sure fluid shouldn't be coming out of there. Anyway, as usual, somebody else was driving the truck spiritedly, killed my gearbox. It's like the 4th time now.
Hey, come on, this wasn't. Hey, that wasn't me. That was Jake driving. Alright, so day 2, we didn't get it all finished yesterday because we started cutting into Scott's drinking time, and that's unacceptable. We did get the gearbox out, so we've just got to do the motor stuff today. So we've had a call out from Al and Woody to race the Barra Bedford that they built. Our idea here is to get a bit more boost and make the truck a bit quicker. And make sure we beat the Barra with both cars, not just one. Anyway, so we'll get into ripping the motor out and get on to the next stage. It says V6. Want to tell us the story behind that one?
Yeah, we raced Jamboree a couple of times, and the second time we got audited, and you're not supposed to have V8s, so that was a pit modification. The full cam 32 valve V6.
Watch your balls. Well, that's the motor out of the truck. Next episode we'll get into doing the heads and everything. It's getting a bit late now to continue tonight, so we'll get into it next time and make sure we beat the other V8 Mazda truck when we get it together as well. Make sure you like the bell and comment on the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
The hell is that?
Idiot.